Hello, beautiful world. This is Tina from tinahills.com, and I'm speaking about the 12 astrological houses. This video will deal with the 10th house. Okay, now, 10th house is the midheaven. It's the point of your chart which shines the brightest and receives, is the top of your chart basically, okay, is your 10th house. And this is very interesting house because this speaks of your social prestige. It speaks of your career and the fruits of it and how the fruits of it will ripen. This speaks of your drive, your ambition, and the respect you earn because of your work. The sixth house deals with your everyday, day-to-day routine in your work life. But the 10th house is more like the bigger picture. It's a recognition you get because of the work you do. It's how society perceives you, okay? Now, the 10th house is also important because it is how people immediately perceive you. Okay, the ascendant is how people when someone meets you first, it's your 10th house that comes to light, and then once you get to you start speaking to them, then they tap into the energies of your ascendant or your first house. But 10th house always is say for instance you have a Gemini 10th house like I do, then you make your living with all things mercurial, speaking, communicating, writing. You have Taurus as your 10th house, your midheaven, then you're more into the pursuit of beauty and its career. Your career could be in the line of cosmetics, could be in the line of skincare, could be in the line of clothing, okay? Now, the 10th house, so let's get to the 10th sign because that will help us understand the energies. So, the 10th sign is Capricorn, okay, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Now, Saturn is considered to be the great malefic in astrology, and Mars the second, of course. But Saturn is essentially about the hard lessons that we learn with each 7.5 years of Saturn cycles. And then we have our Saturn return when we are 29, and everything that we've learned, everything that we've experienced comes to some sort of maturity at 29. Okay, that's like one of our I think one of life's biggest awakenings and the biggest reality check. Saturn is like that. It's basically your reality check that, okay, hello, here, this is how it is. So the 10th house is also very practical. It deals with social structures, okay, and the 10th house, I said, is how people will quickly perceive you. So if I discuss Gemini and Taurus, say for instance, if you have 10th house Leo, then you're forever the actor, you're forever the artist. Remember, fifth house also deals with acting. Leo deals with acting. So you are acting. You're like dramatic. You're rambunctious. You're loud. You like to get your point across. You're domineering. You can be arrogant. You have a big ego, and people see that. Okay. 10th house Leo people will also have gorgeous hair, like Leo ascendants and Venus and Leos, okay? And Leo 10th house people will also be very, very into how they live with the money they earn, okay? And they have to make it grand, big. So now Sun does very well in the 10th house. It's where, uh, Lady Luck shines in you with your work. If you have a well positioned, strong sun there, then yeah. And with a Saturn conjunction in the 10th, you are the boss, you're the leader, okay? Moon in the 10th house, again, not good, because moon inherently doesn't do well in Capricorn. Emotions, it's cold, this placement. Now, Mercury, very good position for the 10th house. You are a lawmaker, you're a corporate boss, you are a great speaker. You get up and you just start talking and people listen to you. Okay, who knows, the wolf of the Wall Street may have had a 10th house Saturn and Mercury and Sun conjunction. I mean, I'm just bringing archetypes, pulling archetypes out of thin air. But it's possible. That's the kind of energy and drive these people have. With the 10th house Mercury. Venus, good position for Venus, because you are, although Venus and Saturn don't do well together, but they're essentially neutral to each other. So they're not cutting into each other's energies. So Venus well aspected can do very well for you in the 10th house, can give you a lot of money, lot of acclaim, lot of recognition, definitely. Now, Mars in the 10th, good placement, good placement. Mars is in a solid situation in Capricorn. Mars does well in Capricorn. So if you have a 10th house Mars, yeah, you are definitely going to be a leader, and you're perceived. When you walk into a room, you have this tremendous magnetism, okay, and you can be very sexual also. Mars position in the 10th house can sometimes mean that you're out to get what you want to get, and you just get it. Okay. Jupiter also does very well in the 10th house. Neptune, again, your career will be like a healer or some kind of, you work with crystals, it takes you into the more nebulous zones. Pluto in the 10th. Now, this is interesting, because this means that there may be a lot of ups and downs when it comes to your name in the world and the work you do. And you may want to work behind the scenes also with Pluto in the 10th, okay? You may not want to come out and, like for instance, if you have Sun in the 10th, you're like out there and you want to be known and you want to be recognized, okay? But if you say have a Saturn Pluto happening there, then you may be happier to work behind the scenes, okay? And when you study your natal chart and you study the 10th house, that's how you will be known. That's how you will be recognized, by the work you do. Okay, so Leo midheaven essentially is about, you are going to come across as dramatic. When you walk into that room, you're like fiery. You talk and everybody listens. You'll do very well if you take creativity as your life's work. Be an artist. Express your self through the Leo midheaven that you've been given, and it's beautiful, because you're going to dress in this really beautiful, dramatic, gorgeous way. You're going to be like like royalty. Leo is a sign of royalty. So that was that about the midheaven. I hope you like this video. Please subscribe, comment, share, and like. It means the world to me. And check out www.tinahills.com. Thank you.